press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello everyone. Okay, welcome to social science class, especially history class. Okay, what we have discussed in the last class, we have discussed the outbreak of revolution, the National Assembly, and next what was the rumors spread across the France, and next the National Assembly, what were the decrees given by National Assembly, what were the decrees given by National Assembly, abolishing the feudal system, and next abolishing the feudal system, obligation of taxes, members of the clergy too were forced to give up their privileges, thus were abolished, land owned by the church were confiscated. Okay, these are all the decrees were given by the French National Assembly. Next, let us continue. France becomes, page number 10, 2.1. France becomes constitutional monarchy. France becomes constitutional monarchy. What is monarchy? A monarchy is a king has absolute power. King has absolute power. King has absolute power. He was not restricted by any rules and regulation, written laws. Okay, when I say monarchy, there are two types of monarchy: constitutional monarchy, absolutist monarchy. What is absolutist monarchy? What is constitutional monarchy? Absolutist monarchy, which means a king has supreme power, he was not restricted by any rules and written laws. By the other hand, what is constitutional monarchy? A constitutional monarchy, which means a king has a power, but he was restricted by rules and written laws. Okay, we have know that what are the differences between constitutional monarchy and next one is absolutist monarchy. Next, after the French Revolution, there were several reasons to become French Revolution. Social, political, economic, thinkers, these are all the reasons. And next, the outbreak of revolution, we have come across the outbreak of revolution. And next, the preparation of constitution, which was led by Abbasius and Mirabeau. And next, the decrees which was given by National Assembly. Next, here we are going to discuss in this session, France becomes constitutional monarchy from absolutist monarchy. It was ruled by, before there was a absolutist monarchy, which means the king has supreme power, he was not restricted by any rules and regulations. The France was ruled by Louis XVI, is Marie Antoinette, his wife. Okay. Next, let us continue. The National Assembly completed the draft of constitution in 1791. Okay, after the French Revolution, that 4th of Tennis Code, 1789, June 20, they declared themselves as the France, who Abbasius and Mirabeau. And next, with helping of king, ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕದಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ, ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಕಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ, ಅವನು ಕೂಡ ಒಪ್ಪಿದ, ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ, ನೀವು ಹೋರಾಟ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ದ ಕಿಂಗ್, ದ ಕ್ಲರ್ಜಿ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ದ ತ್ರೀ estate of the people who gathered in the National Assembly Versailles, they were preparing the constitution to France. It was started from this constitution, it was started from 1789, it was ended 1791. It took 3 years to prepare the constitution. This constitution, draft of the constitution, when was the draft of the constitution of France completed? 1791. ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಕರಡು, ಅಂದರೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತಂತ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್, it was ended in 1791. And next, the main aim of this constitution, object, what was the main object was of this constitution? Its main object was to limit the powers of monarch. The main object, limit the power of monarch. Limit the power of monarch. What was the main object of National Assembly? Limit the powers of monarch. These powers, instead of being concentrated in the hands of one person, were now separated and assigned different institutions. This power, the constitution which had given the power ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, power instead of being concentrated in one hand, the power instead of given power one hand assigned in the hands of one person were now separated and assigned different institutions. They were the legislature, the first one is legislature, next one is executive like India, and next one is judiciary, next one is judy. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಕೈ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದು ಬದಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೈ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕೊಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್? ದ ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಚರ್, ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯರಿ. What is legislature? Legislature which makes the law in India also. There were number of representatives who represented the people. Okay, we are voting to MLA or MP. MLA are the representative of people of particular constituency. Yes, there are ಒಂದು ತಾಲೂಕು ಒಬ್ಬ MLA ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಚರ್ಲಿ ಹೂ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್, ಅಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಹೂ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್, ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್, ಜುಡಿಷಿಯರಿ ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅನ್ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯಕ್ಕಾದರೆ ದ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು provide the justice to the people. Okay, these are the two. Here also, there also France, they had three institutions: legislature, executive and judiciary. This indicates the absolutist monarchy. This indicates the republic government. This indicates the republic or constitutional monarchy, which means ಒಬ್ಬರ ಕೈ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕೊಡ ಬದಲಿ, ಅಂದರೆ means the powers instead of being concentrated in one person were no separated and assigned to different institutions, the legislature, executive and judiciary. This made a constitutional monarchy. There was a constitutional monarchy in France. How do you say that? Because 1791 constitution, which provided the powers instead of being concentrated in the hands of one person were now separated and assigned to different institutions such as legislature, executive and judiciary. Explain how the new political system worked. Here figure number 7, you have to look at the figure number 7. The first here is the judiciary, executive and legislature. Legislature, which was made up of National Assembly, they included 745 members. Downward electors were there, 15,000 men, and next our ಕೆಳಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ active citizen, it consisted of entitled to vote about 4 million of population of 28 million ಅಲ್ಲಿ active citizens 4 million ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು. and next passive citizens, no voting rights, about 3 million men, women, children and youth below 25. Next, let us continue. Here is the executive king. King was controlled by National Assembly. King has veto power. Veto power means absolute power. He could control over the act ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾಯಿತು. Okay. Next, minister was controlled by National Assembly. And next, judiciary was voted by active citizens. Okay, here is this is the figure which refers. And next, the Constitution of 1791 vested the power to make laws in the National Assembly, which was indirectly elected, that is citizens. Okay, National Assembly 745 members. Simple ಏನಲ್ಲಿದು. Next, active citizens. Next to electors. electors. And next one is active citizens. Active citizens, how many members? Active citizens only for 4 million. 4 million, which means. And next one is passive citizens. They did not have the right to vote. They were having the right to vote. They were not having the right to vote. Okay. And next which was indirectly elected, that is citizens voted for a group of electors. National Assembly. Here hangge figure nodri, hangge kedaga nodri. The National Assembly which was indirectly elected, that is citizens voted for a group of electors. How many members? 50,000 men only, not women. Okay. Next year 745 men only, not women. Okay. 745 members, they were elected by electors. And next, electors were elected by active citizens. The 745 members, they were representing 50,000 men electors. 50,000 men electors, they were representative of 4 million active citizens out of 28 million. Remaining of the people, they did not have a right to vote. Because yake nodana. Here which was indirectly elected, National Assembly which was indirectly elected, that is citizens. Here India also same. Okay, we are voting to MLA, they vote to president. Okay, this is the situation that could be practiced in the French society. Who voted of group electors. National Assembly which was indirectly voted of electors, group of citizens voted for a group of electors. The active citizens voted a group of electors. A group of electors voted a National Assembly. This is the situation. Only, not all the citizens, however, had the right to vote. Okay, all the citizens who were not having the right to vote, those who are having right to vote, the first one is only men above 25 years. Here in India, those who have completed 18 years, they have got voting power. But in French, 25 years of age who paid taxes. Another one is regular rules is 25 years above. Next, those who paid tax. 3 days per week. 3 days per week. Okay. Of age who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of labor's wage were given to the status of active citizens. Active citizens agabekandre, if the person who would become active citizens, he had to pay 3 days of labor's wage, were given the status of active citizens. How could be the person converted as active citizens? He had to pay 3 days labor's wage to the government. That is, they were entitled to vote. Those who were paid 3 days wages, they were called as voters. And the remaining men and all women were called as passive citizens. The passive citizen, just remember, you have to keep it on your mind. This is very important to the SLC. And next it will be come to in our SLC textbook. And next, those who are called as passive citizens, those who have not paid the tax, those who had not paid the tax, those who had not completed the 25 years, and also all women, those who are considered as a passive citizens. Here is the figure: passive citizens, no voting rights. About 3 million men, women, children and youth below 25 years. The remaining men and all women were classed as passive citizens to qualify as an elector. One way, if qualify as an elector and then as a member of the assembly. First, he has qualified as a electors, And then member of National Assembly. A man had to belong the highest bracket of taxpayers. Complete weekly he had to pay the fees. Those who were, the first one is electors, second one is National Assembly members. These two members qualify as an elector and member of assembly. How did they qualify? One question. How did the member of assembly and next elector qualify? They wanted to pay high bracket of taxpayers. The man had to belong to the highest bracket of the taxpayers. Okay, did you understand? Next, the constitution began with the declaration of rights of man and citizen. Rights such as right to life. Constitution began. What were the rights declared by constitution? Rights of man and citizens. Rights such as right to life. The first one is right to life. Second one is right to life, right to freedom, right to freedom. Third one is right to speech. Which constitution? 1791 French National Assembly Constitution. Freedom and right to speech, right to freedom, right to freedom of opinion, freedom of opinion. Okay, which were the rights declared by National Assembly? Right to life, right to freedom, right to speech, right to freedom of opinion. Okay, in India also we have constitution which has provided the freedom. Article number 19, everyone has freedom right. Next, right to speech. Article number 19, we can express our freedom of opinion. Article number 19. Right to speech also here is given by constitution. Okay, next, what were the rights given by constitution of French? Right to life, right to freedom, right to speech, right to freedom of opinion. Okay, next to freedom of equality before law. Second one is, next one right is equality before law. All are equal before law. Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. Everybody is equal in front of the law. There was no discrimination because before the French Revolution there was a discrimination among the higher class society and lower class society. There was a clergy person, the clergies who had highest power, and next the common people, they did not have power to right to vote and also any privileges. There is a reason they established all are equal before law. In Indian Constitution also, Constitution has provided article number 14, all are equal before law, which was borrowed from French Revolution. Okay, next, and they were established as a natural and inalienable rights. Who were called as natural and inalienable rights? Right to life, right to freedom, right to speech, right to freedom of opinion, and equality before law. These are all called natural, which means when the human being was born, the right also would have come. Avagle bandu. These are naturally bandirtakantu. These are not man-made. And inalienable rights, that is, they belong to each human being by birth and could not be taken away. Each human being by birth and could not be taken away. It was the duty of the state to protect each citizen's natural rights. It was the duty of us. Here is also India also. If any violation of rights, according to article number 13, it is called as the heart and soul of our constitution. We can appeal against the government if there is a violation of rights. And also French also, it was a duty of state to protect each citizen natural rights. Okay, here is the source B. Source C, figure 8, the Declaration of the Right of Man and Citizen. The Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen, painted by the artist La Barbier in 1790. The figure on the right represents, right, figure number 8 ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಆ ರೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ, represents France. Figure of the right represents France. And next, the figure on the left symbolize the law. Symbolize the law. Right hand, right person, ಇಡೀ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. And next, represent, France ಅನ್ನು represent ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Figure of the left symbolize the law. Okay, next, the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizens. Here they have given 17 Declaration of Man. The first one is, those, what are the rights? Men are born, remain free and equal in rights. Men are born, when the men born was born with rights and equal rights. The aim of every political association, the preservation of the natural and inalienable rights of man. These are liberty. Okay, every social political association can be legislature, executive and judiciary. The preservation of the natural and inalienable rights of man. These are liberty, property, security and resistance to oppression. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಆಸ್ತಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ, ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ, ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ದಬ್ಬಾಳಿಕೆ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರಿಂದ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ದ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಸಾವರಿಟಿ ರಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ದ ನೇಷನ್. ಸಾವರಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸಾವರಿಟಿ ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ a country which is not under controlled by any other country, which is controlled by within territory. Okay, sovereignty resides in the nation. No group or no individual may exercise authority that does not come from the people. Resides in the nation. No group or individual may exercise authority that does not come from the people. ಏನಿದೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ದಟ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಬರ್ಟಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪವರ್ ಟು ಡೂ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಜುರಿಯಸ್ ಟು society. Liberty which means power to do whatever, you can do whatever, but you should not injure to society. Societyಗೆ ನೋವು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಲಾ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಜನರಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಲೈಕ್, ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ದೇರ್ ವಿಶ್. ಆಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಜನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ formation personally or through their representatives. All citizens are equal before it. All citizens are equal. They could form, they could represent it. No man may be accused ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿನೂ ಅಪರಾಧಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. Arrested or detained which means ಬಂಧಿಸುವಂತಿಲ್ಲ, except in cases determined the law. ಏನಾದರೂ ಲಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ they could accuse, they could arrest, they could be accused, they could be arrested, they could be detained when in cases determined by the law. Next, 11, every citizen may speak, write and print freely. He must take responsibility for the abuse of such liberty in cases determined by the law. ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಲಾ ಇಂದ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇನ್ ಅದರ್ ಟೈಮ್ they could speak, they could write, they could print for the maintenance of the public force, for the expense of administration, public force, government officials, and next, administration. A common tax is indispensable. Common tax ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬಹುದು. It must be assessed equal on all citizens in proportion of their means. ಅಂದ್ರೆ with the permission of body, with the permission of National Assembly, with the permission of all citizens. Why? Because ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ? Because before the French Revolution, the king, he had imposed so many taxes. Therefore, they made like this. Since property is sacred and inviolable right, the property is sacred, inviolable right, no one may be deprived. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಡಿಪ್ರೈವ್ಡ್ ಆಗುವಂತಿಲ್ಲ of it unless a legal established public necessary required it. In that case, a just compensation must be given in advance. ಏನಾದರೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ, ದ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ದೆಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 12. Some symbolic they have given reading political symbols. The people, they could not read and write during that time. All the painters, they have made like this to understand the concept. The majority of men and women in the 18th century could not read or write. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಓದೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. So images and symbols were frequently used instead of printed words communicate important ideas. The painting were Le Corbusier uses made such symbols to convey the content of the Declaration of Rights. Let us try to read these symbols. The first one is the broken chain. What it gives message. Chains were used to fetter slaves. Fetter slaves. Slavery means the person who was controlled by higher class of society, was controlled by richest person. The broken chain, which means stands for the act of becoming free. Becoming free. Next, the bundle of rods and fasces. One rod can be easily broken. One rod we can easily broke, but not an entire bundle. Strength lies in unity. It reflects the unity. Next one is the eye within triangular radiating light. The all-seeing eye stands for knowledge. The rays of the sun will drive away the clouds of ignorance. ಅಂದರೆ ignorance ಅನ್ನು ತೊಡೆದಾಕುತ್ತೆ. Next, sceptre, symbol of royal power. Next one is snake beating its tail form a ring, symbol of eternity. A ring, eternity, which means permanent. There is no end. A ring has neither beginning nor end. There is no beginning, there is no end. Okay, next one is red pegan cap, cap worn by a slave upon becoming free. Okay, next one is blue, white, red, the national colors of France, which means this is the national. Now you can see also this is the national colors of France: blue, white, red. Next, the winged woman, personification of the law. The personification of the law, which was indicated by the winged women. Next one is the law tablet. The law is the same for all. All are equal before it. Okay. What we have discussed in this class, the France becomes constitutional monarchy. And next, the figure of 7 I have explained. And next, what were the rights given by National Assembly? What was the main objective of National Assembly? Those who were called as National Assembly members, the electors, active citizens and passive citizens, who were called as members of National Assembly, who were called as electors, who were called as active citizens, who were called as passive citizens. These are have been discussed in this class. Next, let us discuss France abolish monarchy and becomes a republic. Thank you.